Ooh, that last report that I did with the we is still in the background for this CIA report. I was really upset with Obama. I mean, he's really messing up the country. But it seems that a lot of people voted to mess it up. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. All right. What do we do? What do we do? What would I do if I was president? Well, from the last report, you already know I drill for oil. Anywhere I could drill for oil. I drill for oil till we had a glut, till it was worthless. I drill for what? Drill for natural gas, so that people can, have low heat during the winter. Pay very little for it. All right. Yeah, the workers wouldn't make as much on those deals. Sure, I know, but we can, get a good compromise. Mine for coal. Build nuclear plants and at least one new refinery. At least. All right. These things might become remnants of the past. But in the meantime, as president, I would also push forward that, like in California, I said they should drill that, and then he'd take a loan against the oil from the federal government. They could cancel a lot of their debt. In the meantime, they got this whole fertile valley that they could have if they just desalinate the seawater. A friend of mine, Dr. Wayne Beard, brought that up to me. It would be a wonderful thing if California got into the desalination of seawater with these big domes that evaporate the water into the dome and bring, well, they could do it. They already got desalination. Israel does it. There's a lot of countries that desalinize water, not America. And if we would desalinize the Pacific waters of the Atlantic, wherever we need water for fertile growing of food, just think about it. So I, as a president, push for water desalination, especially in California, to defer their debt. And lower taxes. As a matter of fact, I might have a moratorium for a whole year or two, maybe even 2 years. How about 3 years moratorium on taxes at 25% of what it is today? Debt, whatever, I cut back on printing of money by 50%. I mean, I'm telling you right now, as president, I do just about the opposite of Obama. Absolute opposite. I funded the military with the 25% of taxes and 25 reduction. I fund the military, the forestry service, maybe the sheriff's department, anything the Constitution says to tax and fund. And anything the Constitution does not have in there to be taxed is not taxable. Period. Not by the feds. Now, the state wants to tax it. I would say have a minimal tax, 5 to 10% of all corporations during this moratorium period. Let's bring the corporate spirit back. I would tell every single company to have a go out of business sale. And go out of business, and if they have a debt, that becomes corporate CEO debt, so that when they reopen under a different name, they have no labor contracts. No labor contracts at all. They have to renegotiate the contract at zero, from the zero level, so that they can actually make money as a company. The workers, the actual people working, can make money as a company by zeroing out the pension contracts, because the company went out of business. Now, the CEOs of that company still owe the company debt. So if they have if they get a high pay, then they don't get paid any more than decent wage until that high pay pays off the debt of the previous company. Now the CEO making a lot of money can pay off the debt of the failed company with their high pay, and maybe get a decent wage like a blue-collar worker until they do pay off that debt. You know, take 10% of the new company and put it away towards CEO debt before you even negotiate a labor contract. That's what you do. That's what I push as president of the United States. You know, see, now you got you're keyed in on low energy, new forms of energy, and the electric car, the hydrogen car, desalination of water, and all the forms of energy being at a low cost, you know, and pulling the plug on OPEC. I don't want to pay any tribute to an Islamic Arab state. Period. And that's what the left is doing. They're paying tribute for peace in oil. Tribute for peace in oil. And raising the prices so high that it's ridiculous. But you aren't too blind to see tribute for peace. That's what they're paying. They're asking for peace through tribute to the Arab and OPEC states. I say we don't need their damn oil. Let them suffer like the rest of the world. All right? So that's what I'd start doing, just from the get-go as president. Lower taxes, constitutional taxing. And that's all I have to say for right now. You know, I can work on what I do as president as we go on. But this is my platform as if I were to run for president of the United States, and I would hope that there would be a group out there of independents or, you know, moderate Republicans that would be going this route in the next campaign. Take my platform and use it. All right. So that's where we go. That's what I do as president. This is your CIA report. Michael Spar reporting from Oak Park, Michigan. Ta-ta.